I came across an article today which is almost perfectly aligned with my thoughts around proof of work and Bitcoin. And I'm going to read this to you real quick because I think it's very important for those that are in the game here to understand what the long-term possibilities are with something like Bitcoin. As many of you know, right now I'm not bullish on any crypto asset or even tech, but this is something we need to consider and keep in front of mind as we continue to traverse the financial landscape here. So let me read this to you, and then if we want to discuss more in my lives or in my Discord, we will. But I just want to put this out there because I think it's super useful. And it's by a guy named Jason Lowery, who's actually within the U.S. government. He works for the Department of War. He used to be with the Space Force, but he writes something here that I think is really, really worth listening to. So let me read this, and then we can discuss later in the comments or in my lives. So this is from Jason Lowery. Every civilization eventually discovers the same thing. If you don't make access to your domain expensive, you lose control of it. Castle walls weren't built to look impressive. They were built to impose cost. They force attackers to expend real-world energy before they can gain access. In every domain, physical cost imposition is the preserver of sovereignty. Cyberspace never had the ability to impose physical cost until now. Agentic AI, I'm sorry. So why does this matter? Because we are about to lose jurisdiction over the internet if we don't start imposing cost. I mean, it's a big fucking statement right there. Agentic AI can and will scale infinitely. Human time and energy production cannot. That asymmetry is about to determine who controls the internet. Right now, access to cyberspace is virtually free, which means AI wins. AI agents don't get tired. They don't sleep. They don't stop. If nothing changes, cyberspace will inevitably be dominated by AI, not humans. Not because they're smarter, because operating on the internet is so cheap. The solution is not to make more software or more AI. The solution is to make access to cyberspace more physically expensive. Every login, every API call, every command signal. Reject them all unless they show proof that real-world energy was spent. In this sense, proof of work acts like a digital castle wall. It forces any person or AI agent who wants access to the internet to pay in energy first. It makes virtual reality obey the laws of 3D reality. A 3D reality is where humans still have the advantage. 3D reality is where we still have dominion. We already have to spend time and energy to do everything that we do. We control the power plants, we control the fuel, we control the production of energy itself. And we were in control of 95% of all Bitcoin before the AI agents flooded the internet. This is not about money. This is about cyber sovereignty. So basically what he is proposing here is that without Bitcoin, like Bitcoin is necessary for the US government to stack and to work with for national security. Right, and we have to be clear here, it's Bitcoin and nothing else because it's all based on proof of work. And this is one of the reasons why I, have such a love affair with Bitcoin. It imposes proof of work, whereas almost every single other crypto asset, you don't have that at all. So we're going to talk a lot more about this. This is one of the facets which I believe are going to lead to generational wealth if you understand it, and how something like Bitcoin figures into AI and robotics. I know that this right now is a little bit arcane, but I'm going to help you work through it. And I'm also going to help you, for myself and for folks in the Discord, figure out how to capitalize on all of this incredible innovation and threats that are coming our way. So stick around. We'll talk a lot more about that. And if you're interested, join me on my TikTok lives. I'm there most days throughout the day, and we can discuss much more about this in a more live and streaming environment. So I'll see you over there.